Now let's talk about Jimmy Cam. Let's talk about Jimmy Cam. He's talking about his Avatar movie. And first off, let's talk about this right here. Hold on a sec. Let me see something here. Let's talk about, this image right here that we all, that the first thing, one of the first things that got shown right here. So when it comes to Avatar 2, so remember when it came to Sigourney Weaver's character, right? When it came to her, well, essentially, spoiler alert if you haven't seen it yet. But, she doesn't live. So we're kind of wondering, like, how do you bring Sigourney Weaver's character back? Well, apparently she's going to be playing the daughter of the two main characters of Jake and I can't remember what's her name's Zoe Saldana's character. But apparently, like, I don't know what's going to be happening, but apparently she's going to be playing the daughter of their characters. And obviously there has to be something to do because obviously when you saw 2008, when you saw the original one, they were trying to upload, I guess you could say, the consciousness into the avatar. So I guess there's something when it comes to that. A lot of people are not liking the fact that that this was actually going to be happening with Avatar. But at the same time, I'm just kind of going like, hey, it's James Cameron. I trust James Cameron. Hopefully it'll be good. But I saw some people that were just like kind of questioning this. And I'm like, well, I think it'll be okay. So there was that at first. And then this is why I love James Cameron. And a lot of people were passing this around. One of the things that he talked about right here, James Cameron tells off Avatar haters, defends 3-hour Avatar 2 runtime, get up and go pee. So he's actually telling you to go pee. Nighthawk, I'm talking to you. James Cameron, first Avatar movie, clocked in at 162 minutes. That's 2 hours and 40 minutes. And it sounds like the Oscar-winning director is going even longer for the upcoming sequel, Avatar: The Way of the Water. According to Empire Magazine, the next Avatar movie is currently coming in at around 3 hours. I think there was a director's cut of the first Avatar that was around that time, but he's basically saying, like, currently coming in at that, and he goes, and this is his quote right here, "I don't want anybody whining about the length when they sit and binge watch television for 8 hours. He told Empire Magazine. I can almost write this part of the review, the agonizingly long 3-hour movie. It's like give me a fucking break." This is what I love about James Cameron. He's very candid when it comes to this. He's basically writing the review already, and I'm sure there's already a review written by one of these fucks that we'll actually see on Rotten Tomatoes when this comes out. The agonizingly long 3-hour movie. It's like, give me a fucking break. I've watched my kids sit and do 5 1-hour episodes in a row. Here's the big special paradigm shift that has to happen. It's okay to get up and go pee. Now, granted, when you're at home binging, you could put it on pause and go to the bathroom. Sure. But at the same time, you could still go pee during the movie, and if you miss something, guess what? And you enjoyed the movie, guess what? If you didn't enjoy the movie, are you going to watch it again and see what you missed? No. If you did enjoy the movie, you're going to watch it again and see the movie, the part that you missed. Hopefully it's not a crucial part, but yes, you can. It's okay to get up and go pee. Cameron also had strong words for moviegoers. Oh yeah, this is where he talks about trolling right here. Which I think was, yeah. That's not it. Okay, yeah. The trolls will have it that nobody gives a shit and they can't remember the characters' names or one damn thing that happened in the movie. Then they see the movie and go, oh, okay, excuse me, let me just shut the fuck up right now. So I'm not worried about that. Apparently he's not worried about the trolls because a lot of people are kind of going like, does anybody give a shit about this movie? This movie came out in 2008. Nobody remembers anything, and blah, 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 blah. Now, he's really just kind of just speaking very candid, which I like, because it's James Cameron. And, I know he's spoken when he was producing those, the last 2 Terminator films, which weren't that great, sure. So, I'm not fully trusting James Cameron when it comes to that, but at the same time, I'm just kind of going, I want this movie to be successful. I want it to be a crazy experience, and I like the fact that James Cameron's going, yeah, I already know what's going to be coming at me when it comes to reviews in December. There's going to be some scathing reviews that say exactly what he said, and there's going to be a lot of people that are like, who gives a shit? This movie sucks, and they're going to probably maybe review bomb the whole thing. Who knows? He's already way ahead of it, essentially, when it comes to this. But I just like the fact that he's like kind of like getting ahead of the whole thing. And I really hope that it's something that's going to be special right here. And the visual effects are going to be mind-blowing. It's all going to be very interesting. And then, of course, we have this right here, this portion of the article when it comes to Empire Magazine. James Cameron likens Avatar sequel saga to Lord of the Rings. I had to create the frickin' novels to adapt. We already kind of heard this too when he talks about, Lord of the Rings. But at the same time, he had to write essentially the novels when it came to the scripts by doing this. So he's kind of comparing it to that, which I could see that. Obviously, it's going to be pretty epic. It's world building. It's a whole different world. I'm curious to see like how is he doing 4 more movies when it comes to the story. I'll do it, but we've got to play a larger game here. I don't want to just do a movie and do a movie and do a movie. I want to tell a bigger story. And then he said, imagine a series of novels like Lord of the Rings existed and we're adapting them. Now, that was a great story. That was a great theory, but then I had to go create the frickin' novels from which to adapt it. So, kind of compared to that kind of world building. And there's a chance that when it comes to Avatar 4 and 5, he might not direct it himself. Apparently. That's what he also said right here, too. He said, I've got some other things I'm developing as well. Thank God. Let's see some more James Cameron stuff. I want to see as much James Cameron stuff. He's kind of up there in age. Let's get as much James Cameron as we can. I'm developing developing as well and are kind of all-consuming. Cameron admits. I've got some other things I'm developing as well and then are exciting. I think eventually over time, I don't know if that's after 3 or after 4, I'll want to pass the baton to a director that I trust to take over so I can go and do some other stuff that I'm also interested in, or maybe not. I don't know. So there you go. Passing the baton, so there's a chance that we might get other directors when it comes to Avatar 4 and 5, or James Cameron's going to be like, no, somebody's going to fuck it up, so I'm going to do it myself. And that's pretty much it. Well, box office potential. He also talked about this. And, he talks about the trolls, of course. We already talked about that. Will Avatar be a hit? That's the question right there. That is the $1 million question right there. Will it be a hit? Will it start pulling in the people that... we're in a different age now when it comes to the box office, when it comes to all this stuff. At the first Avatar in 2008, there wasn't really much when it came to social media. There was social media, but it wasn't like it is now. There wasn't really... I think Twitter was a thing, but it wasn't the thing that it is now. There wasn't everything the way that things are currently in our state. When it comes to information and reviews and leaked stuff and all this kind of shit. So that's the $1 million question. Does this movie is it going to make as much as the first movie? I don't think it will. Do I think it's going to be an experience? Yes, I do. And I'm really rooting for it. I'm rooting for it, but I do have my reservations when it comes to, is it going to be something that's going to be mind-blowing like that first Avatar? I've talked about it before when I went and saw it. Not really big on 3D, but the 3D of that movie was mesmerizing, and I think them re-releasing it in theaters will help, but they really got to make sure that people see this first Avatar movie if they're going to want to see the next 4 Avatar movies, which is insane. The fact that there's 4 more movies coming out, that's absolutely insane. But James Cameron has reinvented and just evolved cinema over and over and over and over again with Terminator, The Abyss, Terminator 2, especially Titanic, and then, of course, with Avatar. The guy has just done that. So I'm like, what does he have in store when it comes to this? I don't know. That first trailer, a lot of the VFX looked very fucking awesome. So we'll see.